Good morning, all of you. Uh, Today's your topic is making of the Constitution. It is your first chapter of 11th class, a first book, making of the Constitution. It is your topic, and the first subtopic is demand for a constituent assembly. It was in 1934 that the idea of a constituent assembly for India was put forward for the first time by M.N. Roy, a pioneer of the communist movement in India. Actually, which I have highlighted. There are some points which are highlighted that is important as far as for the examination. So it was in 1934. We are talking about the 1934 when the communist leader M.N. Roy that kept the idea of the Constituent Assembly for India. In 1935, the Indian National Congress INC for the first time officially demanded a constituent assembly to frame the Constitution of India. In 1938, Jawaharlal Nehru, on the behalf of INC, declared that the Constitution of Free India must be framed without outside interference by a constituent assembly elected on the basis of universal adult franchise. Here in the first paragraph there are 5 to 7 points that uh, it was in 1934 the first time constituent assembly was framed by the M.N. Roy, who was the communist leader. In 1935, Indian National Congress that also officially demanded a constituent assembly. So here are 2 points. In 1938, Jawaharlal Nehru, on the behalf of Indian National Congress, uh, he also wanted to the separate constitution of a free India without outside interference. He wanted by the constituent assembly elected on the universal adult franchise. In the second paragraph, here are some 2 or 3 points, in which the first point is the most important is August offer of 1940. Actually, the demand was finally accepted in principle by the British government, in which it is known as the August offer of 1940. It is a August plan. In 1942, Sir Stafford Cripps, a member of the cabinet, came to India with a draft proposal of the British government on the framing of an independent constitution to be adopted after the World War II. Actually, Sir Stafford Cripps he came to India for accepting this proposal. We can say that the August offer, and he said to that it would be accepted or it would be adopted after the Second World War. The Cripps proposal was rejected by the Muslim League because this proposal was demanded to autonomous state. It was the division. It was the division of our country. Finally, a cabinet mission was sent to India while it rejected the idea of two constituent assemblies. It put forward the scheme for the constituent assembly, which more or less satisfied the Muslim League. And the next topic is composition of the Constituent Assembly. The Constituent Assembly was constituted in the November 1946 under the scheme formulated by the Cabinet Mission. So we can say that by the Cabinet Mission, the separate Constituent Assembly was constituted in November 1946. Under this scheme, we call it the Cabinet Mission Plan. Here are some features of this scheme. As far as the first point is considered, the total strength of the Constituent Assembly was 389. So it is very important as far as the examination of these. 296 seats were to be allotted to British India and 93 seats to be the princely states. As you know that I have already told about the princely states as well as the British provinces. So here is a division of the seats of 93 seats. They was devoted to the princely state, and 296 was allotted to the British India. Out of 290 6 seats allotted to the British India, 292 members were to be drawn from the 11 governors provinces and the 4 from the 4 chief commissioners provinces, 1 from each. Second one is the each province, princely states or the group of the states in case of small states were to be allotted seats in proportion of their respective population. According to the population, the seats were divided. Roughly 1 seat was to be allotted for every million population. 10 lakh 10 per population. If any state has having the 10 lakh population, then the 1 seat is allotted to them. The third point is the seats allocated to each British provinces were to be divided among the 3 principal communities: Muslim, Sikh and the general, all except of Muslim and the Sikhs in proportion to their population. Here we can leave only the Muslim and the Sikh, and rest of the population, for example general, there is a division of the proportion to their population, seats division according to their population. The representative of each community were to be elected by members of the community in the provincial legislative assembly, and the voting was to be the method of the proportional representation by means of the single transfer, STV. We call it the STV. Here in our India, that the election of the president that is held through the single transferable vote. There is we call it PR system, proportional representation. The last but not least, the representative of the princely states were to be nominated by the heads of the princely states. So we call it, finally, it is thus clear that the Constituent Assembly was to be partially elected and partially nominated body. Moreover, the members were to be indirectly elected by the members of the Provincial Assembly, who themselves were elected on a limited franchise. So we have covered our topic, making of the Constitution. Here are we completed 2 topics and some sub points. So take care.